Assalamu alaikum viewers, this is Shashzad Bajwa with topic Introduction to C++. Today we will discuss basic concepts of C++ language. For computer students it is very important to have interaction with C language and C++ language. C language actually was built by Dennis Ritchie in 1972. Then further classes were being added till 1979, and till 1979 it was released as C with classes. Then further implementation was being doing in C language. In 1983 finally it was given name C++. Between C and C++ is basically C is a procedural language and C++ is non-procedural, that is object-oriented language. Top-down approach is used in program designing in C language, and bottom-up approach we adopt in C++ programming. Then multiple declaration of global variables are allowed, and in C++ multiple declaration of global variables are not allowed. Then C requires all the variables to be defined at the starting of a scope, and in C++ it allows us to declare variable anywhere in the scope that at the time of its first use. Then memory allocation and deallocation we use in C language, and new and delete operators we use for memory allocation and deallocation. So viewers, this was the basic difference of C and C++. Then uses of C language. C+ is used by programmers to develop computer software. It is used to create general system softwares, special purpose softwares, or different specific application we create in C++. Then also we can make video games, and in many movies Hollywood is using C or C++ language to generate different kind of animations. Advantages of C++ language: it's a relatively low level and has large community. Then it's a mature and standard. Reusability and readability is very important advantage of this language. Then disadvantage of C++ is it's a global, or data is global or local. When we talk about data is definitely global or local, then it doesn't have any security. So that is the main drawback of C++ language. Global data doesn't have any security system. Then standard libraries we use in C++ language. Basically there are two parts. First one is standard function library, and second is object oriented class library. In standard function library, it consists of general purpose standalone functions that are not part of any class, but the function library is inherited from C language. Then in object oriented class library is a collection of classes and associated function. So we can call C libraries also in C++ with small addition and changes to support type of safety or different type of perform operations. We can call libraries from C language also. This is simple program of C++. Main header is declared there, include IOStream, then main function is there, and then output statement is given in this simple program. Then data types we use in C++ language. There are basically three data types, and further we divide in different categories. For example, primary data type, which included integer, float, character and void, and user defined, structure, union and class, etc. And derived data type, array, function, pointers and references we include as a data type. Then variable scope is there. Definitely variable can be declared. There are three places inside a function or block, which is called local variable. Then in definition of function, parameters, which is called formal parameters, and outside of all the function, which is called global variables. Then we have all examples for all these variables. This is local variable. Local variable, in example we can see integer a comma b, integer c. We have declared local variable, and then we have initialized actual variable with value a equals to 10 and b equals to 20. So c equals to a plus b. Output what can be? It's equals to 30. C equals to 30. Then global variable, we have same type of example. We can see global variable declaration is there, include iostream.h. Then local variable declaration, integer a comma b, and then actual initialization is given a equals to 10 and b equals to 20. So g equals to a plus b count, and output should be 30. Then we use operators in C++ language: arithmetic operators, relational operators, logical operators, bitwise operators, and assignment operators. Let's see one by one each with a suitable example. Arithmetic operators. Arithmetic operators, definitely addition, subtraction, multiplication and division is given in this example. We can see all operators in a single example. Then relational operators: less than, greater than, equals to, not equals to, less than or equals to, greater than, equals to. All relational operators are given in this example, and variable are there, and we have initialized variables, assigned value, then we have applied condition, and we can see all relational operators in a single example. Then logical operators are there. Logical operators can be and, or, nor, XOR, and so on. These type of operators we use, and we can see variables are declared, values are assigned, and operations are applied in a single example. Go through it properly. So there bitwise operators are there. Bitwise operators works on bits and perform bit by bit operations. If you remembering Boolean algebra or Boolean operations, and, or, not, XOR, these were the bit operators, and Boolean algebra performs same operations, and it also apply bit by bit. As we know, in AND operator we multiply the bits, and in OR operators we add, and similarly we perform different operations and methods on bit by bit operations. So this is simple calculation is given: P, Q, P and Q, P or Q or P XOR Q. So this is simple example. Assignment operator is there. An assignment operator in the context of the C programming language is a basic component denoted as equal sign. Assignment operator, always we assign equal sign. Here you can see integer x equals to 25 and x equals to 50. We can assign values to variable. We declare variable, for example integer x, and x equals to 25 or x equals to 50. semicolon we include at the end of each variable declaration. So example is given, assignment operator we represent with equal sign. So there it was the basic go through concept of C++ language. In next video inshallah I will go in much more depth, and thank you so much. Follow me on my Facebook account page, also follow me on Instagram, or you can subscribe my YouTube channel with SSB Shahid Shehzad Bajwa.